Hello, and welcome to Bitscape at CRX 2020.
My name is Sajtron, and welcome back to the Bitscape Music Showcase Part 2. We have coming up Beat Ratio from Australia, and then I'll be playing next the Sajtron at 8 o'clock, and then at 9 o'clock we got Ray Manta also from Australia. So yeah, we got a lot of good stuff coming up.
It's cool. So you're going to set this up then? What's going on with Beat Ratio these days?
Yeah, so Beat Ratio is a very interesting artist. So I don't know how I ended up finding him. I was looking for some retro gear, I think, or something with some samplers or something, and then his video popped up, and I'm like, wow, let's check this out. Holy cow. His stuff is really cool because he takes you back to 1983, and I'm saying that year for specific reasons because he doesn't use much gear out of that year. He stays in that year. So like when I told him if he wanted to perform for Bitscape at CRX, I gave him all this like, hey, we got all these programs now in the 64. He's like, no, I can't use any of that. It has to be from 1983. So he actually coded in BASIC his own routine to make sounds from the Commodore. So he'll explain it all in his video. So it's really cool that he went through all that just for the show. So yeah, I wanted to point out his website is also very nostalgic. Everything is all pixel art. It's like if you're logging onto the internet back in 1983. So it's really cool. All his music is on there. His videos are on there if you guys want to see all the other stuff. Also, he has a Bandcamp site with all his music there. And yeah, I'm just really excited to see this. I'm glad he was able to go.
Bandcamp seems to be pretty popular because Sally Ann, Paula Powered, was talking about Bandcamp earlier as well. So it seems to be a pretty popular repo, really, for the retro scene.
Yeah, actually, it's a big thing when it started because it gave the power to the artists instead of the middleman, and you pretty much promoted yourself. If you want to make a format on cassette, which you can't buy anymore in stores, you can actually buy a cassette limited edition of your release, or even a floppy disk. I mean, there's all kinds of formats now. So
interesting. Yeah, interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just get to it then, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Sounds good. We'll spotlight this out, and we will do it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for joining me at Electric Evolution Studios. It's a pleasure to be part of CRX this year, so thanks so much for having me along for the ride. I've prepared a very special live set for you tonight, featuring some of these machines and the Commodore. I tried to create something where all the machines will be playing live. So I've created some stripped down versions of the original songs so that everything you hear is played by something that you're seeing here on the screen. Now the Commodore in this case will play several roles. It will be a sound effect machine, it will be a keyboard, and a mix of both in some songs. And I've prepared a few programs in BASIC which will help me in this task. So let's go ahead and load the first program. All right. Okay, more or less. A few mistakes here and there. It's got a few things to try and keep track of as you go. So please excuse my those slips here and there. And next up, we have a song called Robot Love. Now, for this one, we're going to have to erase one of these patterns to make space for a new one. And we're going to do that now. Okay, so that was Robot Love, and like I said, still a bit of a temporary version. Okay, so this is going to be the... Okay, that sound, that's SID chip being reset. And I think we are ready to rock and roll. I'll just quickly check that we have sound. Sounds like we do. Good. So this last song is called Electric Devolution.
Transit
that was Electric Evolution. Thank you so much for joining me today, and please come in the chat and ask any questions you may have about the programs that are written for the Commodore or any of the other machines. I hope you enjoyed the set, and once again, thanks to Saj and CRX for having me this year. It's been great, and I look forward to Saj's performance just after mine. Okay, I'll see you in the chat.
Hello and welcome to Bitscape Map CRX 2020.
Okay.
Wow. That
Yeah.
was, man, he nailed it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
that was
That's
that
what I mean.
smile.
When I first discovered, I'm like, holy cow, this guy nailed it. He knows what's going on. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to be that detailed, and I mean, he did it right. I mean, I watched that, and I feel like I'm back in 1983. I mean,
Yeah, it's
I mean,
that's
even
what
when he was like messing with the machines, you heard the tape hiss from the VHS player. I'm like, oh my god, this is just unreal.
right, and the pop of the SID resetting and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. And then, you know what? I mean, 1983. You think back there, wow, MIDI is not even out yet. It was just coming in. So he did it exactly like it was back in '83. No MIDI. It was all live sequence. I mean, that's pretty cool stuff right there. I mean, you don't see
Yeah,
that
and
much today.
you notice he said that he made a mistake in the first song. I'm like, where? It was perfect as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned. You know.
Yeah,
No, but you know
that's
how artists are. They're they're picky about their work, and
They are picky. I always say if you made a mistake, they may not even know it. So don't,
I didn't know it. It was pretty amazing,
It
actually.
sounded fine to me. I don't even know where the mistake was. But
I
it
don't either.
sounded
I
good.
was like, wow. I was in trance. So like I posted to the people that are attending, like I literally was transported back into the 80s, and I wanted to know if
Yeah.
anybody needed anything while I was here.
Man, I got a long
Certain-
list.
Yeah, certain kind of tennis shoe. What else do we have back in the 80s that we don't have anymore? Lots of stuff, actually.
Yeah, lots of stuff. So
yeah.
I'm glad he did that. And I mean, the way he made the 64 do all the sound effects. I mean, that's cool, man. Really cool stuff.
And so people that they don't play an instrument at all, this guy's playing like you would play a piano, a Commodore 64.
Yeah.
And
what's
program
crazy-
that to do it.
That's the crazy thing. When I talked to him, he's like, Saj, man, I need to get a book and learn how to code because I don't know how. So he actually started learning. I mean, he was like, it's like a crash course. I'm surprised he pulled it off, and just like we all did last minute, man. But wow, he nailed it, man. Good.
Yeah, that's a pretty awesome set. I was smiling ear to ear when he first started. It's like, it'd be kind of cool to hear this, and like, wow, this really is the vibe for sure.
It is a vibe, and you got to go to his website, check out his other videos. Really cool. He's got like everything that we know about the 80s. He's got little elements of them inside his videos.
So does he have a YouTube channel, or does he have YouTube videos as well?
He does. He has a YouTube channel.
Let's link to that in his room for sure then, because I've been copying some of the videos that we've taken and put it into a room and Discord that we call Presenters YouTube Presentations.
Okay, perfect.
And so we can just put a link into there, at least to his YouTube channel, because I want to know what it is. I want to go see some more of that stuff, you know.
Yeah, all his videos are up on there, and
cool.
They're just as good as this one you just saw. So yeah, if you want more of that, he's got some more for you.